Gamers, today we have a very special video. As you can see, we got the whole setup back here today. We got a whole box of goodies. It is for the Avatar, The Last Airbender, not the blue people. Um, it's not really, it's a tabletop game, not really like a board game or like a miniatures game, but it's the role-playing game. So kind of think of like D&D in that sense there by Magpie Games. They had a Kickstarter there, and I'm very excited to see it. They made a ton off of this Kickstarter, so we have a lot of stuff here to unbox. I don't think I went all in on like the highest package, but I went underneath. So we got some dice here, a combat action deck. I don't even know, a pouch maybe. So if you see me jumping between things, that's because I'm looking at how it's recording right here. We got the box right here, the camera's right there, and so still kind of getting used to like more of like this setup here and kind of getting a feel of what we want to do. I kind of have to switch it up each time we pop these out, but this is a good bit here, and that's it for the box. So we have the Wan Shi Tong's Adventure Guide. I believe he was like the owl librarian owl from the show. Now, something interesting about this, I will say, is that they had the adventure guides as like little like pamphlets. And at first I was like, oh, I kind of liked how they were broken off into each element. But having everything as like a hardcover book, definitely way better quality, I'll say that. So, and then we have the everything you need to know to play in the beloved setting, create your own heroic adventures. And we'll open that up in a second, and that's fairly important. I don't know what you are. What are you? Let's open this up first, actually, because I have no clue what this one is here. So let's just carefully kind of just open this up. Okay. So this does have Avatar Aang, and it does have the Legends of Korra stuff there. I never watched Legends of Korra. I maybe watched like an episode or two, but I watched the entirety of the Avatar um, Aang show as a kid. I actually never watched the Avatar movie, so maybe that's something I should do is put myself through that. People told me not to. Um, it's like with the Dragon Ball Z movie, but I ended up watching that one. That was different. So here we go. What do we have? Oh wait, did they give us pamphlets for each? Oh, it's a notebook. It's a notebook. That's kind of useful. That's pretty useful because if you're like writing down stuff, you'd be like, "This is for our water campaign." Here, you got stuff for the Earth campaign here. Like I said, they're all just a little notebook, and that's pretty cool. You got the fire. Those are really cool, and the air. There you go. And then this is probably just, yeah, just the normal logo of the Avatar Legends, the role playing game book there. So we'll just kind of put this over to the side. Don't need it right now. It's kind of a nice little baggie here. Um, don't forget your little marker here also. So what do you got? We have I think playmat. So let's open it up here. I'm gonna show it on the top right camera first. Make sure I'm holding the right direction. All right, there you go. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's kind of, I don't know if I have space to really show it off here. You can kind of see it, but webcams got in the way. So, all right. Just a nice little play area, honestly, to kind of show everybody where you're at around the map. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna fold this up really nicely and put it back. I don't want to have it on top of this or actually cut it or something. So we have a little place marker, so you can say, hey, we're down in the Water Nation, kind of just chilling there, or we're up in the Fire Nation. So that's pretty cool. We'll put that with the uh, map there. This is a dice bag, I believe. So it's a dice bag. It's a bag. There's not really much to like say. It's nice quality. Nice bag. Better than the Fallout bag. Sorry, Fallout. I love you, but you know, Much nicer quality bag there, and you can zip it. You can zip it if you want with the little piece up there. So combat action deck, we'll get to that in a second, but now it's dice time. It's dice time. All right. So let's read off and say, see what it has to say here. Avatar Legends, the role-playing game, helps you tell your own heroic tales in the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. This pack of engraved dice contains 6 pairs of 6-sided dice usable in Avatar Legends, the role-playing game. Each pair bears the color and symbol of one of the 6 different trainings of heroes in the world: airbending, waterbending, earthbending, firebending, weapons, and technology. So I guess weapons technology is the more of like the Legend of Korra stuff there, which is pretty cool. I remember like bloodbending is, I don't know if that's really a thing, honestly, too much in Legend of Korra, but it was for like a hot second. I think Katara did it for a little bit. I don't know if it's like a band bending there, but yeah, let's go and let's open this up here. I love it. I love when stuff just open nicely. I don't have to be like aggressive and brutal, breaking everything. So it's a box within a box holding little tiny square boxes. I think I can just pop it out that way without, yeah. All nicely packed up in there. I'm gonna just stab right through it though. Okay, there we go. We got some dice. I'm a sucker for some great dice there. Do a big old dice roll. Here we go. Wait for it. There we go. So we got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, we got 5, and we got a little tech symbol, I believe. Is that tech? I think this is weapons right here. I think. If I'm confusing them, tell me. So I know at least this is earth and fire. We got water, air. So probably one of my, I'll say this, not just for the video, but unbiasedly, or biasedly, I guess, because it is true on my opinion. This is probably one of my more favorite dice that I own right now, actually. I don't own like a bajillion dice, and some people have like hundreds of thousands, but I would definitely like the look and feel of these. You know what I mean? They're not too heavy, but they do have a little bit of weight to them, and then just the look is really unique there. So I guess the fire symbol would be a perfect 6. So we're gonna go and we'll put them in the bag. Do they seat nicely in the bag, or are they gonna just like explode or something? There we go. Look at that, and you can go and just kind of close it up there in your little dice bag. If I actually close it up even more, so it's, there we go. Little dice bag. All right, now into the actual game portion of this. So let's go here, and I don't think I really need to do too much cutting here. We're going to try to actually keep this in one piece intact here, because I believe this is all going to need to be used for the booklets and everything. So the combat action deck here has 9 set of stance cards, 1 for each player. The basic techniques tied to each stance, the art of your favorite legendary characters, and 28 status cards to track whether you're empowered, doomed, favored, or more. So, and it's got Nickelodeon. It's got the little Nickelodeon icon on the back. All right. Status prepared with Zuko. So you can kind of hopefully see it get on the camera there. I don't think I need to actually cut her open. Yeah, just to make life a little bit easier. Alright, so we have different status cards here. Check out the back here. Status doomed. Impaired. Trapped. Stunned. So we got status prepared. You're ready for what's coming. Clear, prepared to take +1 to an appropriate roll after the roll or void marking a condition. So we have a bunch prepared. We have inspired. Make sure you can still see that. We got empowered. Uncle Iroh, he's like the G. He's awesome. Status favored. This is evade and observe card here. Advance and attack. Defend and maneuver. So we got some. What were these right here? I believe were these the stance cards? Yeah. So these are the stance cards. Okay. Actually, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. Okay. So those are all of our cards there for the combat action deck. And we're just gonna put them nicely back in here, honestly. I feel like that's probably the best case to do with these. All right, they fit perfectly. Nice back in there. So we got the big buck here. I think we'll save this one for last. Let's go into the adventure guide. We're getting to the very big book. Save the best for last, I guess. Let's go. Okay. So we have the Avatar Legends, the role-playing game, the Wan Shi Tong's adventure guide, and we can still see the back here fairly good. Looks like, yeah, we have the exciting compilation of new adventure material and play options. The Wan Shi Tong Adventure Guide expands the play material found in Avatar Legends, the role-playing game, with new NPC legends from every era, new techniques for each of the 6 trainings, new character archetypes packed with unique moves and character arcs. In addition, Wan Shi Tong invites you to explore the Avatarverse in new and exciting adventures from every era. You might rescue a mentor from the clutches of evil villains, help negotiate peace at a prestigious summit, and a Fire Nation defector as they flee Fire Lord Ozai's wrath, or even recover long-lost air nomad artifacts. They have 4 new character playbooks, 5 exciting adventures that span the eras for Kyoshi, Roku, and the 100-Year War, Aang, and Korra. That's pretty dope. 14 NPC legends, such as Toph, Varric, Azula, each able to teach special techniques. Expanded material for exploring Wan Shi Tong's infamous spirit library. Players 3 to 6, time 2 to 4 hours. Let's just open it up. Get that new book opened up here. I'm not going to go through every single page, of course, but at least you can see, you know, I guess we have different, we got table contents. We have the library, the NPC legends, playbooks, Earth and Root. Okay, so this is the different playbooks. Destined Elder, Founding Razor. This is Earth and Root, Fire and Brimstone, Ash and Steel, Air and Wind, Water and Mist. Different chapters for each. We have appendix for techniques. Zuko is one of the Sokka for our NPC legends also. I'm gonna just jump around here. Where's our dude at? Where's Azula? Let's see, where's our dude? Sokka. There he is. So it tells us a bit of drive, about history about him, how to play Sokka, bring Sokka in, techniques, where to find him. So that's pretty cool. So you can even play as him, I guess. Huh. Or maybe just like a play style of him. And it tells you, you know, which area he's a part of, some conditions, some principles, principle of courage, principle dominance. There are different fatigues there. Okay. We have, I think, did I jump it? No. It's still showing everybody. I know he's right here. Tyree, she was so cool. Zuko, dude. The drip on Zuko. And then I believe this is some more of, yeah, the Korra era people. Tenzin. So we have the new playbooks. Got the Destin, the Elder, the Foundling, the Razor. That's pretty cool. I love the art style. For like, I guess these are original, uh, like characters here for like this booklet. Tell us a bit about different moves they have. New advice, making amends. Some growth questions for them. Oh, that's cool. So we even have right here. I'm gonna jump around a bit. So this was introduction to each, yeah, to each different campaign. I imagine because I haven't jumped too much. I'm reading as much as you guys are reading right now, but it has, look at this little marker for the book, which is, it's so useful. It's like the small things that matter in terms of like making life easier. So the Aang era adventure. So if you want to go through, use some pre-generated characters. Because I know a lot of people probably want to start off with the Aang era, as that's probably what majority will be familiar with. But you could literally start and go from time period to time period, or just jump all around. So, or of course, make your own adventure in that time period too, because it is the big thing with like a role-playing game like this is you can make your own adventure. But this guidebook here kind of guides you along the way and says, hey, try this out. You know, if you need an adventure, you want, you know, inspiration to kind of start somewhere and then adapt it to your group's play style. So that's going to wrap it up here for the Wan Shi Tong Adventure Guide. Let's get into the big book now, the best for last. Here we go. Okay. All right. So if Avatar Legends, the role-playing game here on the side, it says the core book. On the back here, we got the adventure across the four nations. Avatar Legends, the role-playing game. We already said that. In this RPG, you might face off with the triple threat: try in Republic City, travel to a spirit world to rescue a missing child, negotiate peace between Earth Kingdom outlaws and the Sage Councils, pursue enemies and mysterious throughout the four nations, and even learn a thing or two from beloved Avatar Legends characters. Choose a setting from the eras of Kyoshi Roku, the 100-Year War, Aang, and Korra. Create your own heroes from a playbook, archetypes that help you play compelling protagonists, master an element, weaponry, or technology to rise and meet your destiny, pursue balance by learning from great mentors, and getting into trouble across the four nations. Okay. So here we go. Let's open this up. Make sure, yeah, you can still see it fairly good here. What do we got? Big old table of contents. Welcome to the game, the world of Avatar. Fundamentals to play, making characters, core moves, playbooks, advancement, running the game, seasons and campaigns, running adventures, techniques, and NPCs. And we even have, let's see, we even have markers down here, similar to the Wan Shi Tong adventure guide over here. So we got the welcome to the game, telling us about what is Avatar Legends, some of the heroes, rules, and story. What is it here? Like I said, I'm not going to read everything and go through every single thing, telling you about the different eras, the different nations here. So if you don't really know too much about Avatar, this is kind of like really a big guidebook to the universe too, not just how to play the role playing game, but like get yourself in the entire universe and the eras and the nations. So tells you what you need to play: a quiet place, dice, pencil, paper, and play materials. So tells you more about the world of Avatar, the creation of the Avatar. So like I said, it really goes in depth, telling you about the places that you'll run across. Um, Even with the air nomad tattoos, what they all mean there. So let's go here and see what is this taking us to right here. I think it's just a random spot, but you actually get two of these, which is really nice. Two markers for the book here. So stuff for playing as a group. The themes of the era actually. So the Kura era significant themes: setting boundaries, industrialization versus tradition, the duties of leadership, redemption, extremism, born of fear. Wow. Yeah, it tells you the different themes of like the eras and what they're getting everybody to come along to realize. That's crazy. That's really cool actually to see. Like I said, I didn't know too much about Korra. I knew like the industrialization stuff and like how they're battling against like the traditional era of like Aang and all of them because so much time has passed. But just seeing, uh, it really goes in depth, telling you everything that you might ask. Telling you about the fundamentals of play. Dude, I remember that guy. He's the Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. If you guys remember his name, tell me. The guy with the hooks. It's not Jack, right? I don't think it's Jack. He had to name something else, I swear. So it tells you even like air nomad names, like origin and meanings. That's cool. So when you're naming your character, you can kind of like get some meanings. Like if you want to do, I think it's Daikai, Tibetan origin, and it means happiness. So that's really cool. Different fighting styles. Man, this is really extensive and really really cool to kind of go through. Like, I can't wait to go through it more in depth, but just skimming through it, seeing what it has to offer here is pretty darn cool. And it's nicely labeled too. So like here I'm going through chapter 5, which is like the core moves. So the combat exchange here. So they have the playbooks. And I'm guessing the playstyle of these generated characters, I think these are generated ones here. These ones are probably, yeah, they look different than the ones that showed up in the Wan Shi Tong adventure guide. So you have a good bit actually to choose from here. And each one even has like their own demeanor, history, some principles they have, as well as their moves, their growth questions as a person. So you don't go completely in blind making a character you have no idea about, but you can use these pre-generated ones also here. This guy kind of reminds me of like the cabbage selling guy, so maybe he's coming back for revenge here. Let's see, let's go back here. So chapter 7, taking us through advancement. There's advancement. So talks about growth, what ends a session. About learning some techniques here, training, specialized bending. Here we go. blood bending, metal bending, lightning bending, lava bending, spirit bending. All right, and then chapter 8, running the game here. Tell us everything you need to know with the game master, what they do, how they portray the entire world, as well as just encapsulating your play group there, kind of guiding them along, giving honesty and rules to the world, making sure the world actually feels real there. So yeah, definitely a lot to jump in here. And let's go through our next chapter here. What is this? Extended combat examples. So now we have the seasons and campaigns here with chapter 9. This will kind of go over starting your first session, all the stuff you may need. Kind of tells you about the playbooks, making characters, some of the questions people might ask, it looks like. Kind of build on that character creation, making it sure it feels like that era that they're in. You guys have chosen to start off in. Kind of test the strengths and weaknesses of the group. Primary adventure versus secondary adventure with like side quest. So we got running the adventures, how it'll actually go through. Having some companions. The main conflict. Escalation. And even give some flashbacks, it looks like. Some adventure hooks that you can go through. The Vanishing Act. And I believe we're kind of near the end here as we just go through some of the different universal techniques, group techniques, water bending, earth bending techniques, all the different moves that people can do here. And then we have a whole group of NPCs, soldiers, nobles, shopkeepers, traders, as well as the named NPCs who go a little bit more in depth, like Kiyoshi. Like I said, we have Roku, General Iroh, Aang. Bring Aang in when the new piece of air nomad culture is unearthed, when the balance between spirits and humans is threatened, when larger important parties can't let go of past conflicts, how to play as them. That's really cool that they incorporated them here into the main book, as well as having those additional buffer NPCs with the Wan Shi Tong adventure guide. So we have the campaign creation worksheet here in the back. This is where you can go have a group focus, choose a scope, detail your inciting incidents, locations. So, game master reference sheet will probably be very important there. Some NPCs. And last off, an index sheet here. And more adventure awaits. And it just talks about the Wan Shi Tong adventure guide, the combat action deck, the dice pack, stuff to just kind of make your life a little bit easier here. So everyone, that is going to wrap it up here. I'm just going to put it right here on the pillar page. That's going to wrap it up here for Avatar Legends, the role-playing game. If you guys want to check it out, I'll have a link down below for you guys there. I don't believe I spent too much money on the role-playing game book and the Wan Shi Tong Adventure Guide. Keep in mind, I did do the Kickstarter, so probably saved a little bit of money there, as well as maybe some exclusive stuff that I don't know necessarily if they'll be selling post Kickstarter. But as you can see, a lot of really useful resources to get your group up and running here for your campaign, your your scenarios, running sessions, seasons, whatever you like to call them. And yeah, I'm looking really excited to jump into this, hopefully with a group of friends, whether it be over online, doing it this way, or in person. And with that, everyone, we'll see y'all next time. Peace out.